David, can you see the kitchen trash?
Oh, wow. It's very full.
Yes, it's completely full. The lid won't even close properly.
I see a banana peel right on top. It looks like we can't put anything else inside.
Exactly. If we add one more thing, it will overflow. We need to do something about it soon.
You're right. It's time to take it out. I can do that. Is the bag heavy?
It feels a little heavy, yes. There are a lot of things in there from dinner last night.
Okay, I will be careful. I should probably tie the bag very tightly so nothing falls out on the floor.
That's a very good idea. I hate it when the trash spills. It makes a huge mess.
Me too. A clean floor is much better. All right, I have the bag. It's tied up. Where do I take this now?
It goes in the big black bin outside, the one at the side of the house.
The big black one? Not the blue one or the green one?
That's correct. The black bin is for general waste. It's for all the regular trash from the kitchen and bathrooms.
Ah, okay. General waste. I remember now. I just need to lift the lid and put this bag inside.
Yes, just be sure to close the lid firmly afterwards. We don't want any animals getting into it.
Good point. I saw a squirrel near the bins yesterday. I will make sure the lid is secure.
Thank you. It's a simple job, but it's important to do it right.
Okay, I'm heading outside with it now. This shouldn't take long at all.
Wait, David, before you go, what about the other bins?
The other bins? What do you mean?
I mean the recycling. We can't just throw everything into the general waste. We need to sort our trash.
Oh, you're right. I completely forgot about that. We have those other small bins under the sink.
Exactly. We have one for paper and cardboard, one for plastics and metals, and a small one for glass.
That seems like a lot to remember. Sorting everything takes extra time.
It might seem that way at first, but it's really easy once you get used to it. And it's very important for the environment.
I know. It helps reduce waste and saves resources. So, what needs to be sorted right now?
Well, I see a pile of things next to the sink. We can start with those. Let's look at the paper first.
Okay, show me what to do. I want to make sure I am doing it correctly.
Of course. Let's begin with the blue bin. That one is for all the paper and cardboard items.
All right, blue bin for paper. Got it. What do we have?
First, we have this old mail and these newspapers. They can all go directly into the paper bin.
Easy enough. Newspapers, letters, advertisements. They all go in here.
And what about this empty cereal box? Where do you think it goes?
Well, it's made of cardboard, which is a type of paper. So it goes in the blue bin, right?
Perfect! You're learning quickly. Just make sure to flatten the box first. It saves a lot of space in the bin.
That makes sense. If we flatten everything, we can fit more inside. What else?
Now, here is a tricky one. This is a pizza box. It's cardboard, but look inside.
Oh, I see. There is some cheese and grease on the bottom. Is that a problem?
Yes, it is. Food waste and grease can contaminate the paper recycling process. So, if a pizza box is greasy, it has to go in the general trash.
So, only clean paper and cardboard. No food on it. I will remember that. This is good to know.
Exactly. Clean paper, cardboard, magazines, and books are all great for the blue bin.
Okay, the paper bin is done. What is next on our list?
Next is the yellow bin. This one is for plastics and metals. It's for things like bottles, containers, and cans.
So, this plastic bottle goes in here.
Yes, it does. And that empty milk jug, too. But there is one important step before you put them in.
What is that? Do I need to take the label off?
No, the label is usually fine, but you should give them a quick rinse with water. We need to make sure they are empty and clean.
So, for this yogurt pot, I should wash out the yogurt that is left inside.
Precisely. Just a quick rinse is all it takes. It stops the bin from smelling bad and helps with the recycling process.
And what about this tin can from the soup we had? Does it also go in the yellow bin?
Yes, all metal food and drink cans go in there. Aluminum cans, steel cans, they are all recyclable. Just rinse it out first, please.
Okay. Rinse all plastic containers and metal cans, then put them in the yellow bin. I can do that.
Great! We are making good progress. There is only one more recycling bin to check.
I see it. The small green box. This one must be for glass.
You are correct. That is for all our empty glass bottles and jars.
Like this one? It's made of glass, so it goes in the green box.
Yes, exactly. Jam jars, sauce jars, glass soda bottles, wine bottles, anything that is made of glass.
Do I need to rinse these as well? Just like the plastics?
It's a good idea to rinse them, yes, especially if they had food in them, like the jam jar. It keeps everything clean.
What about the metal lid from the jam jar? Does that go in the glass box too?
No, that's a great question. The metal lid should go in the yellow bin with the other metals, like the cans.
Okay, so the glass jar goes in the green box and the metal lid goes in the yellow bin. I understand. We have to separate the different materials.
You've got it. It's all about putting the right material in the right place.
So, we have general waste in the black bin, paper in the blue bin, plastics and metals in the yellow bin, and glass in the green box. Is that everything?
Almost everything. There is one more thing we separate. Do you see that little container on the kitchen counter next to the coffee machine?
You mean the small brown caddy? I always wondered what that was for. It has a special lid.
That is our compost bin. We use it for food waste like fruit and vegetable peelings.
Food waste? So when I peel a potato or an apple, the peel goes in there instead of the regular trash?
Yes, potato peels, apple cores, banana skins, leftover salad, coffee grounds, and even eggshells can all go in the compost bin.
Why do we separate this? Doesn't it just rot away in the normal trash?
It does, but when we compost it, it turns into healthy soil for gardens. It's much better for the environment than sending it to a landfill.
Oh, I see. So our food scraps can help grow new food? That's actually a really smart idea.
It is! And it also means our main trash bin doesn't get as smelly with old food. It's almost full. Should I empty this one too?
Yes, please. That goes into the large green bin outside, next to the black one.
Okay, so I need to take out 5 things now. The main trash bag, the paper recycling, the plastics and metals, the glass box, and the food waste.
That sounds right. It seems like a lot, but we only have to take them all out about once a week.
That brings up another question. How do we know when to take them out? Is there a specific day?
Yes, there is a collection schedule. The trash collection truck comes on different days for different things.
Really? How does that work? I don't want to miss the truck.
The general waste, the one in the big black bin, is collected every Tuesday morning. So we must put the bin on the street on Monday night.
Okay. Black bin out on Monday night for Tuesday collection. What about all the recycling?
The recycling is collected every other week. It alternates. One week they take the paper and cardboard, and the next week they take the plastics, metals, and glass.
So I need to check a calendar to see if it is a paper week or a plastics week?
Exactly. We have a small calendar from the city on the refrigerator that shows the dates. The food waste in the large green bin is collected every week with the general trash.
Ah, I see that calendar now. That makes it much easier to remember. I will check it from now on.
What happens if we forget? For example, what if we forget to put the black bin out on Monday night?
Well, if we miss the collection, the truck won't come back. We would have to wait for the next week, for the following Tuesday.
That would be a problem. The bin would get very full and might start to smell, especially in the summer.
It would. That's why it's important to remember. I sometimes set a reminder on my phone for Monday evening so I don't forget.
A phone reminder is smart. I should do that too. Here's another question. What if we have something really big to throw away, like an old chair or a broken television?
Those are called bulky items. They don't go in our regular bins. The city has a special collection service for them.
So we can't just leave a chair on the street on trash day?
No, definitely not. We have to call the city's waste department or go on their website to schedule a special pickup. They will tell us what day to put the item out.
That makes sense. It keeps the streets tidy. It's good to know there's a proper way to handle large things.
And for things like old electronics or batteries, there are special drop-off points. We can't put those in the regular trash because they contain harmful chemicals.
Wow. There are a lot of rules, but they all seem to be for good reasons. It's about safety and keeping things clean.
Okay, I think I finally understand everything now. It's not just taking out the trash, it's about managing our waste properly.
That's the perfect way to describe it, David. You're a fast learner.
So I'll take this black bag to the big black bin outside.
Yes, that's the first step.
Then I'll empty the food waste caddy into the large green compost bin.
Correct. The green bin is for compost.
And then I will empty the paper, the plastics and metals, and the glass into their correct large bins outside. Blue for paper, yellow for plastic and metal, and the big green crate for glass.
You've got it all perfectly organized. You know exactly what to do.
It seemed complicated at first, but when we break it down step by step, it's actually quite simple. It just requires a little bit of attention.
That's the key. Just a little thought and effort. Thank you so much for doing this, David. I really appreciate your help.
No problem at all, Emma. I'm happy to help keep our home clean and do our part for the environment. I'll be right back.
Thanks, David. Don't forget to close all the lids tightly.